Being an adult is extremely difficult for me. The only way for me to get the things done that I need to get done is to constantly be refining my discipline. If you need help staying locked in and disciplined, then stay tuned in this video. I'm gonna be sharing some of my experiences that help me get the things done when I don't want to. And that includes working out. I am in the fitness industry and I absolutely hate working out, but I still get it done. To give you a little context, I'm 32 years old. I got 2 kids, a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, a wife, a mortgage, bills, other financial responsibilities, 401ks, retirements, investments that I need to keep up on. For work, I'm a fitness consultant specializing in boxing. I'm also a boxing coach, boxing trainer. But my last line of work when it came into consulting, we actually launched the online boxing program with Peloton, launching online boxing content to their millions of subscribers on their platform. On top of content, I create my own content. I have my own YouTube channel. I create content on the daily for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram as well. I actually have my own podcast as well, Maestro Mentality. And I have a full book of clients in Los Angeles and New York City, which I visit once a quarter. I stream a little bit too, and I have a training routine that you could compare to a professional fighter. So what does that mean? I'm also working out all the time. I'm training, I'm doing my road work. Sometimes I'm sparring. I do this not because I have to, but because I want to. I really think I'm living my life to the fullest. It gives me the most fulfillment doing the most I can. People ask me if I sleep. Honestly, not before. I didn't have a good routine. I didn't have good discipline at the time. But now I've really worked on refining it, and I get about 7 to 8 hours a night. I'm pretty well rested. I mean, I have to be in order to do the things that I need to do. I'm able to take care of my family, and most importantly, I'm able to take care of myself. Again, becoming my best version so I could take care of those around me. I get my own training on. I take care of my mental health, my physical health. And again, I'm able to spend quality time with my family and my friends and those that I love being around. It's all because I stay disciplined with my routine and my schedule. So in this video, I want to share 3 daily habits that I do to help me stay disciplined, to help me get the things that I need to get done. But before I even share those 3 things, I want to share one piece of advice. If you don't take anything else from this video, take this piece of advice that I give to all of my clients. It helps them develop good habits within their boxing training, but super relatable to life. Little habits developed over a consistent period of time will help you develop bigger progressions in the overall journey. So what does that mean? Doing the little things every day will help you start to form the biggest habits in the long run. So what are those 3 things? Well, the third one is the big time game changer, but let's start off with the basic ones. You're not going to like it at first, but over time, you'll fall in love with how this habit shapes your mind. It's actually a little bit of cold therapy. You probably will hate this habit from the get-go, but over time, it'll really shape you mentally. I got this hack from Tony Robbins. I heard him talk about it on a podcast. Let's roll the clip.
I'm like an athlete. You got to train your nervous system. Besides physically working out, I also train my mind to do and my emotions to do what's most difficult. And I do that in all kinds of ways. I like to play at my edge. That's how you get better. So I demand myself. But the first thing I do every morning as part of that ritual is I jump in a jacuzzi, which loosens the muscles, and then I jump in freezing cold water. I have a cold plunge, if you would. It's 57 degrees, and I pop into that thing.
Cold therapy has a ton of good scientific backing, but the reason why I do it is because it helps me force myself to do the things that I need to do when I need it to. For me to say, go, hop into that cold shower without easing into it, without trying to convince myself not to do it. I know it's good for me. It sucks, but it helps me form that habit of doing something I don't want to do. That's the one reason why I do it. I don't want to do it, but if I could grasp that little win and even hop into that cold shower, look, everybody's different. Maybe you do it for 30 seconds. Maybe you do it for 3 breaths. Maybe you do it for 5 minutes. Being able to jump into that cold water when you don't want to, forcing yourself to do that, is a W as itself. Same concept as how people waking up early. They want that W first thing in the morning. Off of the bat, they want to grasp that win. And for a lot of people, getting up early before everybody else does, it's a W for them. Second one is so simple, but a lot of people don't do it, and it's get a good night of sleep. Getting a good night of sleep will help you make better decisions and again, help you make smarter decisions when staying disciplined. Again, I'm no scientist and I don't have to go into all the crazy details and statistics on why getting a shitty night of sleep is not good for you. But again, when you are well rested, you got a solid 8 hours of sleep, you're able to make so much more clearer decisions. You're able to understand and convince yourself like, look, I don't want to work out, but I know I need to because it's good for my body, it's good for my mind. I can make those decisions a lot easier when getting a good night of sleep. So everybody's life is different. So you need to figure out what the little things that you need to do to start getting a good night of sleep. For me personally, and what I want to share is I like to drink a little sleep tea with a little bit of melatonin, magnesium, and CBD in it about an hour before going to bed. Cut down the screen time a little bit as well, an hour before going to bed, and making sure my room is nice and cool. Super simple things. Good temperature in your room, start to wind down on the screen time. And the third final thing that helps me stay disciplined on the daily is this. Game changer in my opinion. And it's checking in on myself on the daily. And when I mean checking in on myself is really understanding how I'm feeling that day. So I know it's super popular for people to journal every day, write down the things they're grateful for, which I do. I also write down a few people that I'm praying for that day, specifically my family, my clients who I'm interacting with. But after all that, I like to write down an answer to this one question. Jeremiah, how are you feeling today? And what that does for me is it helps me understand how I'm feeling. Not only does it help me understand how I'm feeling, but it helps me understand why I am feeling that day. So if I'm feeling good, all right, I feel good because I got a good night of sleep. I had a good cup of coffee this morning, and I'm really, really passionate about executing the things that I need to get done today. Or on the flip side of things, I've journaled before. I feel like shit. I feel super discouraged. My businesses aren't taking off the way I want them to because X, Y, and Z. And it helps me start to understand myself a little better. And it helps, once I start to understand my emotions and my feelings a little better, I'm able to change certain habits that I'm doing that day. Simple things. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? Why am I feeling this way today? What can I do to change the way that I'm feeling today? And it just so happens the little things become the most important things. Staying disciplined enough to get a good night of rest, to put your phone down when you need to. Staying disciplined to get your daily walk or your daily workout in so you have a little more clarity, so you're a little healthier, so your blood pressure and cholesterol ain't too high. Staying disciplined and not eating junk food all the time. Staying disciplined about what kind of content you're consuming all day and the thoughts that you're putting in your head, because it ultimately affects you and the people around you. It's the little things over time. So if I could get one message across to you today, it's to help you stay more disciplined. Do the little things over time. And my 3 things, who knows? They may help you as well. The cold therapy, getting good nights of rest, and checking in on yourself every day. And if not, you may find your own different routine. But again, do little things over time. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. If it gave you any kind of value, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Peace.